Ace is high. Deuce is low. Call it right and win the dough on Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Perry.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And welcome back to the second installment of Card Sharks. Thank you. What good group. Thank you very much. Welcome to Card Sharks, a game of decisions where you can win a fortune on the turn of a single card. So let's not waste any time. Let's get to the cards. Janice and Ann, if you will, start loading in the cards. The red cards on the top to be played by our champion. The blue cards on the bottom to be played by our challenger. And as you can see, we have a game in progress with these fine Card Sharks. Let's meet them right now. Our returning champion, Susan Riley. Susan's won $800. Susan, nice to have you back.
Nice to be back, Jim.
And tell us a little more about yourself.
Well, I said I was an unemployed school teacher looking for a job.
Yeah.
And if I'm not successful with that, I hope to be able to open a small restaurant.
Good. So you want to get another plug-in about that work there. You got to get you a job, Susan. You got money now, right? And our challenger we're meeting once again, Ray Ussery. Nice to see you again, sir. I didn't ask you, how long have you been in the service, Ray?
22 years.
22. You enjoying it?
I think I'll stay around a little while, see if I like it. If I do, I'll make a career of it.
Good to have you back. Okay, players, good luck to both of you. And each player has his and her own deck of 52 playing cards, and they are shuffled and cut and dealt out in front of the players before going on the air. In the case of this game, which we have in progress, we left the 3 cards up. The rest of the decks have been reshuffled, and we're ready to start over. And the red cards will be played at the top by Susan, our champion. The blue cards on the bottom, played by our challenger, Ray, who has a lead. He needs only 2 cards. The object of the game is to work your way across the board, predicting whether each of these cards is higher or lower than the one that precedes it. Before you can begin calling high-low on the cards, you have to first answer a high-low toss-up question. All of the toss-up questions based on a poll of 100 people, and that tests your ability to judge human nature. Here's the second question of the game as we left off. And Ray, the question goes to you. We asked 100 married women in a California studio audience, who is more likely to start an argument, you or your husband? How many women said that they were?
I don't think many women admit starting arguments. I think they all think their husbands would. I think they would probably say 35.
You say 35 women would say that they were. All right. Susan, you think it's higher or lower than 35 women who said they were more likely to start an argument?
I'm going to say higher.
Say higher.
Yeah.
A woman says higher.
I think so.
All right, let's find out. If it is higher, Susan, you'll go to the board first. If it is not higher, Ray gets the first crack at the cards, and I'll find out as you do. The actual number of married women who said they were more likely to start an argument is 62. 60. Wow. It is higher.
I can't believe it.
Well, that teaches me the next time I start an argument, I'm going to blame my wife. Susan, we'll take a look at your base card. You answered the high-low toss-up. You can change it if you'd like. You've got a 10. You want to play that 10? You want to change it?
I'm going to gamble. I'm going to change it.
You'll change it. Here's the next card off the top of your deck, and it is a 5. And that you've got to play. So, Susan, is this next card higher or lower than that 5? I'm
going to say higher.
You say higher. Remember, if it's another 5 you lose, it must be higher than a 5. It's a 7. That's higher. Now, Susan, you've got a decision to make. You can freeze at this point and protect your position, or you can continue calling high-low all the way across the board if you'd like. But remember, if you make a missed call, you lose all your cards back to your original base card, and Ray gets a free chance at his cards. And keep in mind, Ray needs only 2 cards. What's your decision, Susan? Continue.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to change my strategy. I'm going to go, and I'm going to call the next card higher.
You're going to go higher than a 7. We have a 3. Oh, it didn't work. You lose both of those cards, and that gives Ray that free chance. Ray, you did not answer the question. You must play off the 6. You can't change it. Is this card higher or lower than a 6?
I feel it's definitely higher.
Higher than a 6. It is a queen. All right. That's higher. Ray, you need just 1 more card. What's it going to be?
I'm going all the way. The next card is lower than a queen.
You say lower than a queen. Remember, we play the best 2 out of 3. This is the first game of the match. If this is lower than a queen, you have the first game and $100. It is a king. You couldn't take advantage of it. It is not lower. Janice, if you will, fill in the spaces there with the next cards off the top of the deck. Susan, the question goes to you. We asked 100 first-grade children in Southern California, someday, would you like to get married? How many first graders said yes? That's good.
It's very appropriate. I'm going to say 72.
72.
First graders.
Now remember, if you're wrong, you may never get a job as a teacher. You say 72.
Say that.
Ray, what do you think? Higher or lower than
I don't
72 would like to get married?
I think the number is actually lower.
You say lower. I would think maybe lower. Little kids generally, they don't like each other, the opposite sex. What do they know at that age? The actual number of first graders who said they would like to get married is 57. It is lower. Ray, now you can change that 6 if you'd like. You want to play it or change it?
I think I'll change the 6.
All right, here comes the next card for you, Ray, and it is a 7. Ooh, you didn't improve yourself very much. Call this one.
I think the next card is higher.
Higher than a 7. It's a jack.
Right.
Ray, you going to try to go with that one card, or are you going to freeze it and keep Susan away from her cards?
I'm going all the way. I think the next card is lower.
All right, if this is lower than a jack, you've got the first game in the match. It is a 2. That gives Ray the first game with $100. That's 2 out of 3. The winner of the match get a crack at the money cards and a win of possibly over $25,000. Janice, you'll